Hi traders and welcome to the daily recap show for US for the Friday session in the US, which was Friday the 14th of October. These were our zones of reference on our S&P report. We said that we had a very bullish day the previous day on the S&P. If we could hold above 36.48 to 36.58 and gain acceptance above 36.95 to 37.03, we could see moves to 37.19 to 37.29. If we got a sustained break back below 36.48 to 36.58, then we could potentially see moves to support at 36.05 to 36.13. So let's go and have a look at Friday's action. So these reports were sent out and written quite a good hour before the market opened. You can see we actually got that push up into that resistance zone at 37.19.29 in the pre-market session. We actually got a really nice reversal pattern from there, but that was in the pre-market session, so not necessarily valid. We then opened up and we just sold off. We had this 36.48 to 58 zone. We talked about holding above it or breaking below it. You can see we got that strong break below it. Came down. We did pull up. Unfortunately, we didn't quite get up to into that zone. If we had just touched that zone, that would have been a really nice continuation pattern. So that was just shy of being able to get that. And then we got down to that 36.05 to 36.13 support zone. Nothing really clear in terms of a way of reversals there either. On the higher time frames, even there we can see we just went straight through. We didn't have any real reversal patterns. We did set up one here, but it didn't trigger in. So nothing really to do on the S&P. Nothing really clear cut. This trade here at pre-market, if that had been in the cash session, that would have been a really nice trade. But nothing to be doing, unfortunately, and the rest of the time was just a bit of chop once we got down into this zone. So, unfortunately, nothing high probability there on the S&P. Let's go and have a look at the Dow. Okay, so these were the zones of reference on the Dow. Again, so we said holding above 30,000 to 30,050 and gaining acceptance above 3250 to 3300. We could see moves to 3400 to 3450. Sustained breaks back below 29,880 to 29,930. Then we could see potentially moves to support at 29,570 to 29,620. So let's go and have a look at the Dow. Okay, so again, a bit like the S&P, we got this really nice reversal here, but that was pre-market from that 3400 to 3450 resistance zone. We did get another one here just after the US had opened. Unfortunately, we didn't quite take out the liquidity from this. If we'd just taken out that liquidity, that would have been a really nice trade. So I actually haven't moved those highs up. That London high should have been there. So if we just managed to take out that liquidity from there and taken out that high, that would have been a really nice reversal as well. But we didn't see that. So we then needed to see a sustained break below 29,880 to 29,930. That was this zone here. You can see we just chopped around a little bit. You can see we chopped around here. Once we got down here, once we actually rejected that zone here, then we moved down into the support at 29,570 to 620. This is very easy to see in hindsight. In the actual time, I think this would have just been very choppy price action, not really high probability enough to take, but you can see that is the clue that once it's actually accepted and got the sustained break below there, that was the catalyst for the move down into that support zone. You can see this held a support here in that last couple of hours or last hour and a half of trading as well. So unfortunately on the US market, it's a little bit of a frustrating day. Nothing really clear cut, nothing really high probability, but the zones did work really well. So hopefully if you had managed to see something as part of your plan to tie in with these zones, you would have been able to profit from that as well. We did actually get this one here. Just looking at this now, we've got this pattern here. This is a really nice pattern as well. But again, we hadn't. This was just too choppy around that 29,880 to 29,930 zone that we needed to see the acceptance below. So the entry would have been back into that. So unfortunately, that wouldn't have been high probability either. But it's quite a nice setup in terms of patterns for a pattern recognition point of view. So yeah, again, like I say, a bit choppy, nothing really clear cut in terms of setups, but the zones worked really well on the US on Friday. Again, I hope you're finding these reports useful. Please let me know what you think. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. And if you haven't already, please come and subscribe and register for the Keyzone service. It's completely free. The link is on the box below in our YouTube channel. I hope you're finding these reports useful. Please let me know how you're getting on. I hope you had a really profitable week trading. I hope you're having a lovely weekend, and I'll speak to you again this week. Cheers.